in Orchard Park, New York. This is the National Football League.
And we are underway in Buffalo. Here's the All-Pro returner from 2018, Andre Roberts. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
How about 54 touchdown passes in 2 full seasons at the University of Wyoming? Coming out of a junior college, I think he exceeded expectations, and he can move it around a little bit, too. A much better athlete than people give him credit for.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, he just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Well, they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Talk about mobility in quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
So they move from 136 over to the other as they come up on first down. Now Allen. Forced out to his left. Allen hit. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
You got Josh Allen.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, Stafford gets it quickly to Galladay. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. A big play there for Detroit. 46 yards.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
Escaping the pressure right. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And the Lions are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown out on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Stafford. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. That was Jordan Poyer, the safety, in for the sack. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
And they decided to go with the safety blitz there. And look, if that gets picked up, quarterback really has the advantage then because they'll have more time to throw the football and some wide open space. But when it doesn't, that's a guy who gets a free run into the backfield. And oftentimes, the QB ends up on his backside as he did there.
And the next-gen stat's going to show just how much time he had to make a decision, and it's not much. 3 seconds, the final clocking.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
Rolling to his right. He's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The sack there by Trent Murphy. A breakdown by the O-line at the worst possible time. 4th and goal, and it leads to a sack.
I can just see it now. On the sidelines, they're telling the quarterback, you've got to get rid of it somehow, some way. At least get it in the end zone and give us a chance. If we throw an interception, so what? A sack? We didn't even have a chance.
So here come the Bills out for their 2nd drive. And they got across the 50 last time, but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory.
And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
They go play action here on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Back to the air. Stafford on second down. Another throw for Galladay. This one complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum right there.
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
No score after one on EA Sports.
No score.
Stafford will lead with Swift on the draw. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
This defense is really floating around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's fourth down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
He's good. Makes the score Lions 3. Bills nothing.
So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like
that one hit and a loose football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. Galladay's got it, and the Lions have a touchdown. Kenny Galladay there to make the grab, and the Lions add on to their lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches, and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Singletary here running out of the gun. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. It's the Pro Bowler Jamie Collins that makes the stop.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen. Now he'll pull it down. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. Allen hit. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. The 30. The 20, 10, and into the end zone. A scoop and score on a fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help at the bottom.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts. Not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. He'll run it. 1st down and more for Allen. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Well, that's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run, and obviously ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Tre'Davious White, the LSU man, there to knock it away that time.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford. And he finds Danny Amendola. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Stafford on 1st down. Over the middle, it's Amendola. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The Lions will use the 1st of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Again, it's Stafford. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have, and he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Off the edge, the sack by Reggie Ragland.
A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Well, that gives him a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15.
Well, it's not going to be a 1st down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you. And in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the 1st down.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They do go for it. Here's Allen. And that's caught by Beasley. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 1st down, Allen flushed it, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Reggie Ragland picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. Finding room at the 30. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Well, that was something to behold there. You might expect runs like that from a kick returner or wide receiver, but that's your quarterback hitting top speed.
And normally when you see guys moving this fast, it might be a fly pattern from a receiver or a toss sweep from a tailback or something like that. This was designed as a passing play, and then he got out of the pocket, and he just took off, and he just kept gaining momentum with every step.
And the next-gen stats show him reaching at a top speed of 20 miles an hour.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Allen escaping the pressure right. Allen hit. He lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
This hasn't been their cleanest first half of football. Last thing they wanted to do was give it up to the opposition, but able to keep it as it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, tough first half, no doubt about it. But if they turn it over there, now things turn a little, how would you say it, dire? And they didn't need that hassle at all. So being able to take care of the football is paramount. Fortunate bounce for them there in order to retain it.
The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Allen hit. He lost the football. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. After the interception, here's Stafford. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete. For Davius White on the coverage.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. So we reach halftime. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the 2nd half.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the 2nd half is underway. And this carries into the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like you had green on that play.
On 1st down, Stafford here. he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2.
Well, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. From the end zone, Stafford. Open man is Galladay, complete. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
Well, they were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 2nd and very short, Stafford into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen, he's going to take off with it. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Josh Allen, 44 yards. And the Bills turn that interception into a touchdown. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done. I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wondered maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
New on the return. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Kenny Galladay making his way back onto the field with the rest of this offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. From the gun, here's Stafford. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Danny Amendola, the man he was trying to get it to. But it's going to be 2nd down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. And Amendola with a catch. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is, because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Back now in Buffalo. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory. Down at the 31. Stafford now to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off near the 26. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 Bills touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
And it's up and good. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field.
And now this 4th quarter becoming very interesting. That pick 6 makes this a 1-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be.
Stafford here coming off his pick 6. Throwing deep for Galladay. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
So after the INT, it's Allen eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And past the 30 before he's out of bounds. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push. And what do they create? Space. And he takes it.
Singletary loses it. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And the Lions are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. Here's Swift. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Taking it in for from 4 yards out. And the Lions take advantage of the turnover to put up 6.
Oh, none of that.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now Prater to add the PAT. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you,
What was
maybe
that?
they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a peak? Now a hit and a loose football. And this is scooped up
There's some fucking mode. No, I'm not
by the Lions.
By the kicking team.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it,
You felt his pain?
oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't care.
Oh, so you're not gonna.
Carried over into the game.
On first down, Swift. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Micah Hyde able to get a hand in and knock that one away. The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easy.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Jordan Poyer. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I ask you to speculate what's possibly going on.
Not all these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does.
Allen hit. He lost the football. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. And he's going to keep it here. And he is out up around the 15-yard line. They give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Big hold to the 30. He gets it to Brown. Complete. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down.
less than 2 minutes to go in the game, which means that this challenge was initiated by the fellas in New York.
And if you're the coach, you're thinking, thank you, New York. Steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
10 at the 42-yard line.
From the gun, it's Allen sliding out of the pocket. He'll run it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
To throw again on second down. Allen hit. He lost the football. And the...
Today, from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida.
Barkley Pinion to kick off for Tampa.
This is Madden Football on EA Sports.
From the 6. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
First time with J.K. Dobbins. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
It's now second and 6.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know what's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, but when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You've got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try and match his athleticism.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Let's get him. Come on.
Lamar Jackson, for all the talents of escaping pressure that he possesses, he was helpless to do much of anything there. He had no chance.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though. They could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
And the next-gen stat's going to show just how much time he had to make a decision, and it's not much. 3 seconds, the final clocking.
So every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on first and 10. They'll run. This is Gus Edwards. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down. Jackson. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And the next-gen stat's going to show just how much time he had to make a decision, and it's not much. 3 seconds, the final clocking. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Still first down.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From the gun, it's Brady. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Here's Brady to throw. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Buccaneers, nothing.
So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. Again, it's Brady. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. They go right back to him for 20 and a 1st. They forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his... And then he fumble. Brady loses the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching him.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe even been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Well, they had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that two-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point, but after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for two and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
And we shift to spotlighting Mike Evans. He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
They try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the second quarter. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Fournette running out of the gun. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Airing this one out for Evans. He's got a man complete. And he's going to have the Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A full 40 yards that time on third down as the chains move with a lot of room to spare. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Brady's throw there complete. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
10 at the 21-yard line.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Matthew Judon in there to take him down.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. Eluding the pressure right. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
And suck up on for the field goal. A 53-yard attempt.
And this one is right down Broadway. They are on the board. It's now 9-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent, that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he'll get this into the hands of Huntley. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
First down, Raiders.
Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 11 more on that one, and another first down. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. And now it's second down.
It's second down and 10.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will do it for this first half. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the third quarter. Trying to gauge the sun, and he muffs it. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start the third quarter. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now, meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down. Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice job swinging to the ball carrier.
He'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And a
this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Brady will try again on second down. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. Kind of surprised they accept the penalty.
The only thing that comes to mind for me is they want to move him back 5 yards because they feel good about their defense. But in most situations, you take the down. That's what counts more.
On second down, here's Brady. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 32-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
The game here to the previous play, it's better than 40 yards total. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Definitely too early to panic, but that is his 4th carry of the game, and collectively has in total 10 yards. So maybe there's no panic, but maybe some concern.
Yeah, and maybe a little concern up front because they're not giving him any space right now. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. This is caught. Gronkowski. And the Bucs are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Call it no gain there on the 1st down play.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at.
And he's in the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones taking it in. And the Bucs have made this a 1-score game. No success on 1st down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
I like the footwork back there. I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Well, no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long distance? distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Geez, I mean, what more can you say about Lamar Jackson? We know that he's got the quickness and the agility, but, you know, if you wanted proof of his straight line speed, look no further. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There's absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
It has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock. Really.
And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. So they get the first down. Maybe not a huge play in terms of yardage, but the fake punt does the job. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone who comes through trying to block a punt. So you know he's got that ability to move, but oftentimes it's a running back, a fullback, someone who's used to having the ball in their hands, and he's able to pick up the first down.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. William Golston in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Steps away. The ball comes out, and the Buccaneers have it.
Let's be frank, you hate the fumble at the end of the play, but prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
Step out.
yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Again, it's Fournette. And he'll go down at the 28. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll go again to Jones. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Back to throw, Brady. And that is incomplete. This defense so strong all afternoon long. Well executed again there.
This is a group that really functions well off of each other. No matter what the assignment, the other person fills in the exact proper spot. They've made it very, very hard for them to find open places to throw the football.
All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
17-yard line.
So Lamar Jackson and the offense down by 1. A little over 50 seconds remaining. Now their lead is evaporated, but they still have a shot on first down. Buying time to his left. He'll try and run it. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And finally taken down at the 36-yard line. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. Throwing now is Jackson. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally down at the 32-yard line. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still
Today, from Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati,
Randy Bullock to kick off for
this is Madden NFL 21 on EA Sports.
On the return, it's Simba Webster.
Simba Webster on the return. The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Play action to Akers. Here's Goff. And right away, he lost the football. Akers hit. He coughs it up. And the Bengals grab it. And this is taken out of the end zone. Recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. And maybe that's the perils of being a rookie running back in the NFL. I mean, look, it's not easy to hold on to the ball at any level with these talented guys. But in this league, you can learn a lesson early.
Without a doubt, and what a tough reminder for any running back, especially a rookie. The things you got away with in college probably won't work so well in the NFL.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. On the return comes Webster.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to go again. Here's Cam Akers in the LA offense. He's probably a little angry at himself. It was his fumble, obviously, a moment ago that led to the scoop and score touchdown that has him down early.
And now we find out about the psychology aspect of being a coach. Because when you have a guy that's just happened, some people want to take him out of the game immediately. Others say, you know something? Let's feed him the ball again next series and see if he...
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And that's a touchdown. But hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Wow, so wipe out the INT, roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not...
And his first carry, he loses the football. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. almost like it's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 34-yard line.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at the 44-yard line.
First down, here's Burrow. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Troy Hill picks it. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously in hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you get 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They should be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
So from Rams territory now, it's first and 10 at the 48-yard line. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Second and 10 now, Burrow. Got an open man, that's C.J. Uzomah. This is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 34-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Throwing again, it's Burrow. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
Tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter. Again, it's Burrow on second and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That sun's going to be a factor all game long. I'm not sure it made a difference on that one, but it's something to think about on all deep throws during this time of year.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. He's gone for a big touchdown. C.J. Uzomah there to make the grab, and the Bengals have taken the lead. Bouncing back nicely from that bat. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it, and he fires one incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When they'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball, try and get things settled down a little bit.
Intended target was Cam Akers, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Out of the gun, Goff. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
But it's 4th down. That's the end of the first quarter.
We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll run for it with Akers. I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They go play action with Burrow. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. The tight end, C.J. Uzomah, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
On 3rd down, Burrow. He's got his man, Boyd. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a play that likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line. Because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now it's Burrow. And he'll take this into the end zone for the Bengals. He did. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Pretty sure that was a passing play, but he took off pretty quickly and ran with it.
Love his decisiveness on it because you're exactly right. He was supposed to go back in the pocket and survey the field and throw the football. But when that hole opened, he just said, forget it, let's go. And boy, did that work out well.
And the lead is now 13. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was Joe Burrow who took it himself for the touchdown run.
Taking off for Cincinnati.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. On the return comes Webster.
Webster on the return. The Rams take over 1st and 10.
Getting set to go again here, Robert Woods marches back onto the field. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? Second quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, we're just taking what the defense is giving us, but sometimes that's just not good enough. Sometimes you have to take what you want, and that means getting him the football.
Yeah, so far just a single catch in this game. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Play action. It's gone. They'll buy some time right. Right side complete. That's Woods. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football game right now. This deficit, there's a fumble. Good news for them, at least. That went out of bounds.
You're exactly right, and as they breathe a sigh of relief, you know they're looking at the scoreboard, thinking to themselves, if we turn it over there, things could really get rough for us trying to make a comeback in this game.
Look at this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Picked up on a former first-rounder, Trey Waynes. That is just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
A pass there over the middle to start things out. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Flushed out right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback, even if you take the play deep. And that's what they attempted to do on that one, unable to connect.
As he throws there, incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
4th and goal, and down by a touchdown. The offense stays on the field. 4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, it's Burrow. There's that man again. It's complete. All the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
This one caught at about the 5. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
At the 4-yard line.
From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1. And Burrow going to throw again. And he's got it. Touchdown. Bengals. C.J. Uzomah in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
You throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. On the return comes Webster. Now a hit and a loose football. So we reach halftime. We now proceed to the start of the second half.
27, Rams 7. Matt Gay set to kick off.
The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had done, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And on that last catch, Charles, he tops the 150-yard mark. It's one thing when your wideout gets that. When your tight end gets it, it's quite another.
We keep seeing the evolution of that position, don't we? Where we've seen where it's gone from strictly as a blocker to caught a few passes to now an integral part of the passing game, sometimes the primary receiver, because a lot of these guys have wide receiver skills, and we're seeing that on display here. Just think about the guys of the past looking back at this game and saying, sure wish that was me. I'd love to have gone out for those types of passes.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 23 yards, the final tally. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them at...
And he'll take this into the end zone for Gangle TD. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Bengals add on to their lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. On the return comes Webster.
Simmo Webster on the return.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 9 yards, and that leaves them just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game.
Is this yours? Nah, I'm chill.